Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Olympia Brown Unitarian Universalist Church. Welcome to everyone here in person and everyone joining us on YouTube, both now and in the future. I'm Alex Riley, your worship assistant today. My pronouns are they, them, and these are our words of welcome. It is good to be together in this co-created sacred space where all are welcome. How you experience or express gender is welcome here. Who or how you love is welcome here. Where you are from and where you are in your journey is welcome here. Whether you come full of energy or find yourself running on empty, you are welcome here. You are a part of a beloved community that is sacred because each of us is sacred. Each of us is held in a larger love. It is good to be together.
Good morning. My name is Tricia Lewis. My pronouns are she, hers. We begin our service with shared ritual as we light our chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith. My son Malcolm is going to be lighting the chalice for us, and my daughter Lyra is going to read our words.
Our words by the Dalai Lama. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito in the room. Please rise in body and or spirit to join us in singing hymn number 131, Love Will Guide Us. It's number 131 in the gray hymnal. Is this on? Yep, okay. Now it's time for the message for all ages. So if I could have all the children and all my starfish adults help us down here as well.
It's morning on the beach. A storm had come through, leaving thousands of bits of debris washed up on the shore. I spot a stranger in the distance, picking something up, thinking about it, and throwing it in the ocean. I'm going to see what she's doing. What are you doing?
There was a storm last night, and these starfish have washed up on the shore. They can't get back into the ocean on their own, so I throw them in. Now it has a chance to survive.
But look, there are hundreds of starfish all along the shore. They go on for miles. You can't possibly save them all. You can't possibly make a difference.
I made a difference to that one. The children's blessing.
There are many ways we give to the lives of our church, and the monetary offering is just one of these many ways. Each month, we partner with a local organization and share the money we collect. This month of May, our partner is Hawthorne Hollow Nature Center. If you are joining us on YouTube, you can head on over to our website for more information. Part of being in community is sharing our joys and sorrows with one another. We draw strength from celebrating the joys in each other's lives and lending support, comfort, and care when we experience one of life's many sorrows. We offer two different ways to express the joys and sorrows that may be on your heart this morning, both spoken and unspoken. If you would like to share a spoken joy or sorrow, please come forward to the microphone first, or you may raise your hand and the mic will be brought to you. Once the spoken joys and sorrows are finished, you may come forward and light a candle to represent an unspoken joy or sorrow that is on your heart. Please remember that our service is being streamed online so that any spoken joy or sorrow you share is one that you are comfortable sharing with the wider community than besides those inside these walls with us this morning. May those who wish to share a spoken joy or sorrow please come forward.
Ruth Bradford Johnson. I'm giving a joy for the Palmerville Room family. You had Kira's amazing treats last week for coffee hour. And you may know that she's in a culinary program at MATC. And she's just gotten word that this summer she has an internship with the Inclusive Bean. So if you frequent the Inclusive Bean, you might want to look for Kira Room.
I'm Mary Graham, and I guess their concerns or sorrows. One is a new neighbor, a wonderful couple. Unfortunately, her husband, George, fell about a week or so ago. I was able to catch her as she was leaving this morning, and he's doing okay, but I'm worried about them and his recovery. And the second one is more personal, and as the world is being more and more crazy, those of us who have mental health issues are struggling and hold us all in our hearts.
Good morning. I'm Kay Greger, and I had this wonderful opportunity to spend a whole week with Andy and his family in Virginia, and he sends greetings, as they all do, and he's doing just really super, and it was just a wonderful time. Today happens to be his birthday. He's turning 84, and I'm hoping that they will tune in to Zoom later today. They're going to be celebrating, he's probably at church right now, out there. So I got to see the church they attend. But anyway, what I thought might be nice, if you want to stand and then turn and face our Zoom friends up there, and we're going to sing happy birthday to Andy. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you.
Hi, Mary Beth Selke, and another birthday present for Andy is that Kay, who was part of River Council, got Adam on the council, and he wrote a grant, and yesterday we planted over 100 flowers at Clayton Park. So go to Clayton Park and see the beautiful thing and enjoy the river. The second thing is a sorrow. April Harris, who we're going to be the offertory outreach next month, is leading a play that's going to be this Friday night and Saturday called Black Women Who Face Suicide. And to do advertising for it is terrible. It's so expensive, so a lot of people don't know about it. So I'm posting it on Facebook, and I hope you come 7 p.m. Friday night or Saturday, 7 p.m. It's going to be at Starbuck Junior High.
Good morning, Mark Summer. I just had a couple of joys. One, my brother's birthday was a few days ago, and then my aunt's birthday is today. But also sorrow. Some of you probably know Father Bruce. He passed away this week. I was confirmed by Father Bruce back in high school, and he did a lot for the community, a lot of Hispanic kids in high school and different schools, the middle schools. He did a lot. That was his ministry for a long time, and just sorrow that he passed.
Good morning. My name is Timothy Lewis. I'm not usually one to get up here, but I do have a joy. My pronouns are he, him. I feel like that is extremely important to state considering where we're at today in this world. But to piggyback on the mental health issues that have happened, my joy happened in April. It's a little late to tell you all, but I feel it's safe to say it now. I have over 6 years sober. I will admit that did not happen overnight. It was because of the help of a lot of people, of course my wife and family, but also because being able to just have the support of amazing health people in the church and hospitals and everything else. If anybody would like for me to talk to them about this, if they know someone in their life that's having issues with this or having any problems, I am always available. You can always ask my wife. She'll send you a phone and email.
Now, anyone who would like to light a candle for an unspoken joy or sorrow, please come up now. Light one last final candle for the joys and sorrows that are on the hearts of our beloveds joining us online. There is a love holding us always. May we rest in that love. Amen and blessed be. All are invited to join in singing, There is a Love.
That was beautiful, thank you. All right. I have a reading today. It's one of Aesop's fables. It's called The Ant and the Dove. A dove saw an ant fall into a brook. The ant struggled in vain to reach the bank, and in pity, the dove dropped a blade of straw close beside it. Clinging to the straw like a shipwrecked sailor to a broken spar, the ant floated safely to shore. Soon after, the ant saw a man getting ready to kill the dove with a stone, but just as the man cast the stone, the ant stung him in the heel, so that the pain made him miss his aim, and the startled dove flew to the safety in a distant wood. A kindness is never wasted. As some of you know, I suffered a terrible loss a couple of months ago. My very best friend passed away suddenly and unexpectedly. She meant the world to me. I was putting together a memorial and trying to figure out what sort of big things to be sure to include that would encapsulate our relationship. What would I need to mention to show who she was and what she was to me and what we were together? But I struggled. Not because there weren't any things, but that the things didn't seem big enough. There were hundreds of tiny things, but nothing felt big enough to justify the big hole she left in my life. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the small things were actually the best things. We had some big memories, like staying in a super fancy downtown hotel to see Wicked, or celebrating weddings, graduations, births, and birthdays. But those weren't the best things. Not really. It was every board game we played, every goofy inside joke that didn't make sense to anybody else, every meal we ate, and every movie we watched, every time we messed up our words and never let the other one forget it. Our beautiful friendship was built on a foundation of little things. Robert Brault said it best: enjoy the little things in life, because one day you'll look back and realize they were the big things. This got me thinking about small things. For example, when my husband gets up to get himself a refill, he always gets me one too. When my mom is going to Woodman's or Costco, she always asks if I also need something from there. And when my son was a toddler, he used to gather all the dandelions he could find into a bouquet for me. That one's a double whammy, because I got cute flowers and the dandelions disappeared from my yard. But none of these are going to earn a Nobel Prize, but they are thoughtful, small ways to show that these people care about me. Tiny, warm hugs that make me feel loved. As a society, we tend to focus on big things, notable things, things that make a good TikTok or an Instagram post. If something isn't grand enough, it may feel insignificant. We may feel that a small handmade gift isn't fancy enough, or a home-cooked meal isn't elaborate enough. We may think that the help that we can provide won't be useful enough. And these thoughts can get in the way of doing what we can, since we may believe what we can do just isn't going to cut it somehow. We may see others who have more time or energy or money to do more than we're able to do. It's wonderful to contribute in a big way, if you can, if you're able to. Some people are called to lead or give of their time to a worthy cause. Some have the financial resources to make a massive change. Some have the physical and mental strength and stamina to participate more than others. And those contributions are awesome, and they deserve recognition for sure. But the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. says, "If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way." While some do great things, this does not discount the need for small things done in a great way. The starfish story that we shared at the Message for All Ages is one of my favorites. It's the reason I have a starfish tattoo. I'm on my 4th career right now. I started in my teens in retail at my parents' store. I worked at bookstores and surrounded myself with the written word. I even owned a bookstore for a while, which was extremely fun, but did not pay well. Then I got into social services. Specifically, now I do support work for disabled adults looking for employment, helping manage benefits and teaching skills to help them get and keep a job. I try to make sure people have access to the resources and supports that they need to be successful at whatever they want to do in the community where they want to live. A large part of doing that involves strong advocacy and a lot of fighting. Right? Fighting the insurance companies to get important technology or hours of support approved. Fighting employers who refuse reasonable accommodations. Fighting communities who resist affordable and accessible housing and education. Fighting the lawmakers who control the benefit programs, especially now, right? And fighting the general stigma against disabled people and what we can achieve. At times, that fight can feel overwhelming. It's exhausting, right? Many of us have similar passions with similar challenges, whether it's the environment or local education, veterans, mental health and substance use treatment, right? Libraries, literacy, food scarcity, LGBTQ equality, all kinds of important issues. And for many of us, we have many such causes that are close to our hearts. We see suffering around us in the community and in the world, and we want to do something about it. The fight is never ending and long. So sometimes I feel discouraged and I feel despair. But then I remember the starfish. I think the beach is huge, so with so many stranded beings needing help and care, I can provide some of that help, but I'm only one person. I can only do so much. I have only so much time with a family of my own to care for and responsibilities that I have to manage. I have only so much money. I have only so much mental and physical energy. So how can one person make any kind of difference at all? Well, I made a difference to that one. So every day I can make a difference to one starfish. I can help someone. I can enhance my community a little bit. There are over 57 million square miles of surface on this planet. I may not be able to brighten all of them, but I can brighten my own little corner of my neighborhood, in my town, in my state, in my country. And that, my beloveds, is worthwhile. Right? Mother Teresa said, "Do small things with great love." And that's what we do. Because I'm a millennial, I'm frequently on Reddit. Reddit's a social media platform where people can post thoughts, links, videos, or what have you, and other people vote on it or comment. So I've found some good stuff on Reddit. And as with any social media, I have found some absolutely terrible stuff too, just fair warning. But one day I came across an absolutely wonderful thread. Someone had asked, "What's a little thing you do to make the world a better place?" The comments were a delightful stream of positivity. Right? Tiny ways that individual people were improving the lives of those around them every day, using their effort, time, and resources to spread some good and some joy in the world, throwing a starfish back in, as it were. And I want to share a few of my favorites with you. Someone posted, "If I have a coupon I'm not using, I leave it near the product in the grocery store. Hopefully it helps someone else. I go out of my way to say a kind thing to people serving me, whether in a restaurant or a shop. I always wish them a good day, genuinely, when I leave, with a smile. Having worked in retail, I know how much that can mean, especially if you're having a bad shift. When someone is being repeatedly cut off or interrupted in a conversation, I make an effort to make eye contact and say, 'Go on, I'm listening,' or something like that. I want them to feel heard and that their input specifically matters. I'm an overnight caregiver at a house with 2 disabled residents. Every week, I buy flowers from the sale bin and put them in a vase on their kitchen table. Just a little thing, right? But brightens a room up. I leave spare quarters in gumball machines. I pick up a few pieces of trash whenever I walk my dog. I'm a barber. I do haircuts for the unhoused in my community. My zoo membership allows me to bring in 1 guest for free, so every time I go, I snag someone from the line and bring them in with me. I move turtles and tortoises off the road. I take my shopping cart back to the bay when I'm done with it. Standing ovation, right? I repaired band instruments for my career. Now that I'm mostly retired, I buy old instruments at garage sales or thrift stores, fix them up, and donate them to the school music programs for kids who can't afford the fees. I keep a couple small toys in my purse. When I'm standing in line at the store or the bank or wherever, if a small child is fussing about having to wait, I pull out one of the toys and play with them. Keeps them occupied and brightens my own day. I write little love messages on the tag of my wife's tea bag when I get her a cuppa. That one was cute too. It was just a delightful thread, so much positivity, and the whole time I'm reading it, I'm smiling. None of those were large actions. Nothing was going to get written up in the paper, but it made it the day for somebody, and that's important. I also looked up some examples of times when someone was the recipient of a small act of kindness, just to see all the ripples that spread from that one small stone in the pond. And there were hundreds. We don't have time. I'm going to share just a couple that I found. I was 40 miles from home in an unfamiliar community for work. My gas light had been on all day. I knew my bank account was also running on fumes, but I stopped at the least sketchy gas station I could find. I tried to put $1 on the pump, but my card declined. So I was searching my car for loose change when a man came up to me. He told me he put $5 on my pump and told me to have a good evening. I cried tears of appreciation all the way home. I got home because of him. You could tell that story happened several years ago, right? Because $5 of gas is like 6 drops now, but the message still remains, right? One time when I was out, my toddler was having a meltdown, an absolute fit over a toy. I was mortified. My kid was screaming like she was being literally murdered, and everyone was giving me dirty looks. I felt like a failure as a mom and tried to finish my shopping as quickly as possible. A random guy walking by stopped, put his hand out and said, "Been there, done that. Happens to the best of us. Right? You've got this." And he walked away. His random comment made me feel so much better about myself and our situation. So thank you, random sir, for calming me down and making me feel less alone. Last one. I had just moved to a new city with my husband and my baby. I took the baby for a walk in our stroller. About 3 miles from home, one of the tires got a puncture and went flat. I knew no one in town and started to panic, trying to balance carrying my kid and dragging the useless stroller. A very kind woman on a bicycle stopped, said she had a tire repair kit, and patched up my stroller tire. She also pumped up the other tires for good measure. It only took her about 5 minutes out of her day, but it saved me so much stress, and I thought about it for weeks. I was so grateful. So take these examples in your heart and find some of your own. Right? What small things can you do, and you already do, that make a difference today and tomorrow and going forward? Cherish those small things that others do for you. A small thing for you may mean the world to someone else. And when you look back, those small things may actually be the big things in the end. Thank you. So please rise in body and or spirit to join us in singing hymn number 1028, The Fire of Commitment. That's in the teal hymnal, 1028. Well, thank you all for joining me today, letting me share my thoughts up here. We extinguish our chalice, but not the light of this community. That light cannot be extinguished, for it lives in each of us, reminding us that we are connected, held always in a larger love. I'm going to close today with a poem from Emily Dickinson, reminding us to cherish the small things and do all that we can every day. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall not live in vain. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Gregory Mason, and it's time for announcements. We'll start with Mary Graham with an update from the board, and then we'll hear from Steve Hawk.
I'm Mary Graham, one of your co-presidents. This is the message from the board this week. The service of May 18th was powerful in a few ways. First off, it was very clear that many of us in OBUUC, I'm assuming most of us, but I don't want to speak for everyone, care deeply about our lesbian, gay, bisexual, non-binary, and transgender members and neighbors. The news of the closing of the LGBT Center came as a distressing turn of events. Under the sponsorship of our 8th Principal Committee, OBUUC will be providing space for the 50-plus support group that meets first and second Saturdays here in the First Presbyterian building. Our new contract with First Presbyterian allows easier meeting room calendaring for OBUUC meetings and activities. That's how we started the day. The Right Relations team began meeting part of their charge from the Board of Trustees, which is to assist in providing education about communication, honoring covenant, and right relations. They shared a training video and asked for impressions. If you have not had the opportunity to see this service, please see the recording. And I was going to suggest that on the YouTube recording, you can hear the video better, but even this morning's email from Brenda has a direct link to that video from where they got it from the UUA. So you'll probably be able to hear it better. This brief exercise brought to light the information that may be new to some and well known by others. There are misunderstandings, confusion, and angst as we continue our work on finding our way home. Even before last Sunday, the board co-presidents and the chair of the Right Relations team had contacted Lisa Presley, our UUA congregational life consultant, for advice on getting unstuck and addressing real hurts that are present in our congregation. Therefore, the board will be convening a congregational conversation as soon as we can arrange it with the help of a trained outside facilitator. That's one thing. Then this is my final thing. The search team is still in conversation with a potential contract minister with the understanding that we have developmental tasks to address. We may know prior to our annual meeting if we are successful in this, our fourth search. So I want to keep everybody up to date. Thank you.
Good morning. The 8th Principal Committee has many ways for you to get involved in their community in the next month. First, we heard last week the LGBT Center has closed. Since that sad announcement, the 8th Principal Committee has learned that the City of Racine will still host a Racine Pride on June 29. The time has not yet been finalized, but it will start somewhere between noon and 1 o'clock. We're encouraging all of you, all OBUUCers, to attend this event as allies to show support for those in the LGBT community. Second, the 8th Principal Committee has purchased a table for 10 for the Sneakers Ball on Friday, June 6th. This event helps fund Juneteenth Day. As we will not be staffing a table at Juneteenth Day this year, this is another way we can show our support. Third, Jody Spencer is looking for people who are interested in participating in the Juneteenth parade on Saturday, June 14th. Please let Jody know if you're able to decorate her car for the parade and or if you're able to participate in the parade. Decorating starts at 9 a.m. and the parade starts at 11 a.m. The route is about 1 mile long. Finally, the 8th Principal Committee has purchased 5 tickets for a play being performed by the Black Arts Council on Saturday, May 31st at 7 p.m. They'll be performing for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. Please let Roseanne, not me, know if you're interested in attending any of these events. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary and Steve. If you need to reference the monthly Unifier email, there is a link in each Sunday's email that will take you to it. In addition to the link that Mary mentioned about the video we didn't hear very well last week, there is also a link to the document that was referred to. It's called Calling In, Calling Out. So both those links are in the email. Annual reports are due today, along with news, announcements, and community events for the June Unifier. The Social Justice Committee will host a discussion to share information on the congregational study and action issues, along with gathering input from church members and friends next Sunday, June 1st at 9 a.m. We will meet here at First Presbyterian Church. Input received will help guide the vote for our OBUUC delegate to General Assembly later in June. The issue decided will be a 4-year study and action plan for UU churches across our country. Muffins and yogurt will be provided, and your input is requested. For questions or to reserve your spot, contact Diane Lane. Our annual congregational meeting will be June 8th at 10 a.m. downstairs in the dining room. June 8th is also the deadline for paper raise right orders. If you need a form, see me. Bring your Love Pantry donations to church on Sunday mornings. Our middle and high school youth will use them to fill the pantry on the first Sunday of the month, which is next Sunday. I need to make a correction to the timing on the 50 and up. We meet the first and third Saturdays. We've been adopted by OBUUC. I am a co-facilitator of that group. If you're interested in finding out more about it or have questions, you can see me. For more information and details about some of these announcements, along with others and community announcements, see your monthly and Sunday emails. Thank you to our volunteers today, our ushers, Sandy Berezowitz and Brana Woolman, our Zoom host, Shirley Reynolds, our coffee hour hosts, the 8th Principal Committee, and to Jen Simpkins, who helped out a little bit on the camera today. That's all. Please join us for coffee hour in Erman Hall. For those on YouTube, log into Zoom for your coffee hour. The link is in today's email.